And with the discovery not satisfied, the case can't go forward. And you don't waive any rights. Now back to status, because you don't waive any rights, and if you're in your proper person, they can't claim the wardship power over you. Your question? Oh, you don't have that?
You're still doing the...
You have this?
No, for those who have their documentation to be nationalized, that's still being done today.
Now listen.
Because I brought all that stuff.
Listen, I want everybody to understand this. I want everybody to understand this. This is what happens. Remember we read status? We read status because it's important to understand status because they can claim, in other words, this is what's happening. Like say for instance, if your status is not correct, the judge can literally, and they often do that, will take power of attorney. Will speak for you. Oh, you don't know what you're saying? Oh, well, I'll say that you said not guilty, or I'll say that you said guilty. Oh, you're supposed to be the referee. It's the wardship that they're operating with. You need to know, see, and this is what happens also. Even a person who's not national can use it because it puts a crimp in the gear because then they have to admit that they're own slavery. But then if you know that much, come with the truth. Because ultimately you're going to lose the argument. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Now, and the other deal is that in order to bring another political entity into law, meaning that in order to put the burden of enforcement on them, you got to have a treaty with them. Constitutional treaty. And this is where people make the mistake of thinking that they can just claim sovereignty with uniform commercial codes without a nation head in front of them. Because the sovereign power to bring law to the floor resides with nations, whether it's international or national. And these are subtleties, and I know you learn this as you study and you see the little tricks where people that are selling packages don't explain to people, because if they explain that to you, they couldn't sell you the package. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because it's like selling an incompetent person. It don't mean that they're dumb. They got a lot of data, but they're incompetent in law because it doesn't apply to them. No different than having somebody else's checkbook. Big account, you sign that sucker, you want it. You might get it over a couple times, but they won't get you. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because the status is there. It's civil living mortuus. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Is it safe to say that some of the grand sheiks in the temple are actually still in that status for the mere fact that, I've heard verbiage of them teaching law saying name change when it should be a known correction. Name
correction and change. You're changing documents, but it's a name correction because, yes, what you already know, these are subtleties. Even when you become, if the magician challenges you, which is a magistrate, he's a magician. If the magician challenges you, if you don't know the subtleties of where he's coming from, he's trying to work you back into the jurisdiction, either personam, subject matter, or territorial. This is also why it's important for you to understand subject matter, jurisdiction, personam jurisdiction, and territorial jurisdiction, because they're claiming all three. And if they can get the personam jurisdiction, they can get the rest, which is again why they put you their branches. Because if they got the wardship or the subject matter, the personam jurisdiction, they ain't worried about subject matter because you're on the wardship. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they're going to speak for you and you get mad as you want to. And then you keep talking, then they lock you up for contempt. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But because only a free man can speak. But to be free, you must be in your proper person. And that condition of that status is not temporary. And you just can't change it because somebody sold you some UCC.
So if they challenge you, you don't know what you're saying.
If you, exactly, you go right, they don't put you back in it. why Noble Crowley said, I want active Moors, not passive Moors. So what is he really saying? Being conscious is great, but not good enough. Because if you don't do anything with this information, you may as well go right back to the state where you found it. Because they still got worship power. The issue why this was brought to you so that you can receive your inheritance, your great lost estate. But if you don't know you have an estate, you ain't going after it. Plus, mentally, you're thinking subservient. Both of which will show incompetence and they claim worship again. But once it's like this. Once you know who you are, you can be poor as a house mouse. But you will still have dignity. Because you know who you are. And they can talk down at you all they can, and you will respectfully and intelligently put them in their place. Not to, oh, you racist guy, protest and stuff. No, you say, you're European, you're not white. And you're not American. And you have no judicial authority. You're ministerial from the executive branch of government. Under Roosevelt, the Master Mason did the war powers in 1933. Well, that don't apply to us. That applies to your Christian corporate citizens. And I'm not one of them. And you have obligation, Article 6 of that Constitution. Because this debt precedes the adoption of that Constitution. Oh, I've got your oath right here. It says so. Anything else you want to know? That's how you put the magicians in their place. But if you don't know that, you're not going to do that. You're a racist. Tell Martin Luther King's coming. If we want to protest and march and stuff, you know, I'm just saying. You know, because they already know. Mark was 33 degrees. So, it worked for them. You understand what I'm saying to you? So until you know it's like this, until you really understand this thing, they're not playing with you because they're about stealing from you. Why do colonists come here in the first place? To steal the gold and silver. It's just they got comfortable and stayed. That's all. That's why they burn books, so to disconnect you from the land. And after so many generations, we didn't forgotten, think they didn't brought us from someplace up there and bring us from nobody. She was always here. Took you across the Nile River and told you they brought you across the Atlantic. Nile River, Mississippi.
So should I start from Moorish Americans?
Yes. Now, and then what I want you to do, always, because your nation states in front of you, stand up, come up here, face the audience, and teach. Then, what your spirit of intelligence tells you, just continue and live. And tell them what you think, and then answer some questions. Because that's how we're going to learn.
Yeah, I need the energy. Moorish Americans, Aboriginal, and indigenous people of Northwest and North America, rid of the nature of discovery. Please mail to the borrower the following certified and verified official copies of loan-related documents, or schedule a meeting and opportunity for the borrower or her/his CPA to make a physical inspection of the following documents and enable the borrower or CPA to verify and witness the same. This is a lawful demand and request under the rule of discovery, and forwarded to your agency and agents, name or entity and/or representatives. A meeting shall be set and concluded to effectuate the above stated physical examination and witnessing within 20 days of the receipt of this notice of discovery.
Now stop right there.